everyone, how are we all doing? Now today in this video I want to talk to you about this. This is the new iPhone 5 which I've had for, must be what, just over a week now, and want to go into a little bit more detail about how awesome I personally think this phone is. Without further ado, let's get started with the review of the new iPhone 5. So here we are with the new iPhone 5, and what I want to do in this video review is talk to you about the benefits of what I think the iPhone 5 can bring to you. Now the first thing that a lot of people will notice with the new iPhone 5 is the actual design of it. The actual design and the look of it is a lot different from the iPhone 4S. One being how thin it is, and it is a lot thinner than the iPhone 4S. And one of the biggest changes is the fact that it's now got a 4-inch Retina display, which is really nice. For so long I've been waiting for Apple to actually bring out an iPhone with a bigger screen, and at long last they've certainly done that with the iPhone 5. And the quality of the screen is absolutely brilliant, as you would come to expect with a Retina display, and also the benefits of having a 4-inch screen on comparison to the 3.5-inch screen which came standard on all previous versions of the iPhone, is the fact that obviously you can get more applications on your home screen. Watching movies and video clips look a lot better in widescreen when you've got it in widescreen ratio on here. Let's have a little look around the phone itself and see what changes have actually been made. Let's have a look at the back to start with. Now the back is certainly somewhat different from the iPhone 4S. The iPhone 4S had an all glass back, whereas the iPhone 5, as you can see here, has got like this brushed metal type finish all on the back, and then obviously along the top where the camera is, you've got I don't know whether that's glass or plastic, but you can see it's got the same finish along the bottom here as well. With the iPhone 5, obviously you've got the 8 megapixel camera there, which also records in full 1080p HD video. It's got face detection, and it also enables you to do panoramic shots as well with the new panoramic feature in iOS 6. You've got the LED flash as well for obviously taking pictures at night time or whenever you want to take shots with the flash. And in between the camera and the LED flash you've got a microphone there as well, which you can just about make out. If we look along the top of the phone here, you can see that the actual headphone jack, which used to be at the top here, is no longer here. That's now at the bottom. You've just got the actual power button here, power stroke sleep button along the top. Along this side of the phone, all you've got here is the actual nano SIM card tray here. And yes, I did say nano SIM, because the new iPhone 5 does take a new type of SIM card. This actually takes what they call the nano SIM card, whereas the iPhone 4S and the 4 took the micro SIM card. Now if we look along the other side of the phone, you've got the volume up and down rockers here, as you can clearly see, and you've got the mute control there to switch your phone on to mute. Looking along the bottom of the actual phone as well, this is where the new headphone jack is now placed, all on the bottom, and then obviously you've got microphone and speaker grills here along the bottom as well. And one of the other biggest changes, of course, with all the new generations of iDevices is this connection here, this little connection. This is the actual lightning connection. This replaces the 30-pin dock connector, which came standard on all other iDevices in the past. And I must admit, I really do like the new lighting connection, and it really is nice. What I want to do now is to show you what it actually looks like. This is the standard USB connection, which plugs into the charger itself, and also your computer for when you're syncing to iTunes. And this is the brand new lightning connector, which, as you can see, is a hell of a lot smaller than the standard 30-pin dock connector, and it just simply plugs in to the bottom of the iPhone, just like that. And by the way, the beauty with this connection is you can plug it in either way. It doesn't actually make any difference. It's certainly a hell of a lot smaller than the standard 30-pin dock connector, which came standard with all other previous iDevices. Now, to give you a comparison between this and the standard 30-pin dock connector, well, I'll show you. This was the standard 30-pin dock connector, which came as standard with all previous devices, and that is the new lightning connector. And as you can clearly see, there's a hell of a difference in the size. This connection certainly is brilliant. That's not to say that the 30-pin dock connector wasn't brilliant in its day. It certainly stood the test of time at Apple, and you know, I know that the new iPad mini and the new 4th generation iPad come standard with the lightning connection now, as I'm sure all future devices will do now. But the 30-pin dock connector was still good in its day, but like everything else, technology moves on. Okay, so, you know, going back round to the front of the phone, as you can see, you know, we've got iOS 6 running on here, which I'm not going to go into too much detail about because I want to talk more about the actual phone itself, but I will open up the actual camera, and you can see the iPhone box in front of me here. Obviously, you may notice the actual camera interface is slightly different in iOS 6 now. You can actually choose panoramic. I think we're going to have to do it that way around. And then what this enables you to do is to actually, this feature will only work, by the way, in portrait mode, not in landscape. And what you basically do is you move your iPhone as you're taking a picture, and you'll end up, basically what will actually happen is you need to follow that arrow all the way along as you move your iPhone, and then you can take some really awesome panoramic shots. Okay, so what I also want to show you is the actual camera, front-facing camera on the actual iPhone 5. Hello guys and girls, here we are. Now you can see it's actually detecting my face here. There was a square box that came up, I don't know if it will again, but it does actually have face detection as well using the front facing camera. The quality of the actual iSight camera is so much better now, and it's ideal for when you're doing vlogging here on YouTube. The front facing camera is brilliant. The quality of video when you're recording using the back facing camera as well, I have to say, is absolutely brilliant. You know, I certainly can't fault the camera on the iPhone 5. It's absolutely brilliant, as it was on the 4S. There's nothing wrong with the actual camera on the 4S. The 4S's camera could do 1080p video. The thing that it couldn't do is it didn't have a HD 720p camera on the front, whereas this one does, and that's where you're going to see the benefits. The camera on the iPhone 5 is absolutely brilliant. Other features with iOS 6 have Passbook. Now, to be truthful with you, here in the UK, I mean, I haven't actually used this. I'm sure that this comes in very handy when it comes to things like tickets and boarding cars and store cars, etc. This app really does come into its own. But like I said, as of yet, I've not used this. Obviously, the iPhone 5 does have the new A6 processor here, which obviously does make it quicker than the 4S, obviously, and you will notice the speed obviously when you do upgrade to the iPhone 5. Now here in the UK, we've launched the 4G network. Now you can only get this on certain networks, on T-Mobile and Orange, and I've only just moved over to the 4G network, and I'm still waiting for it to actually activate. I put my new EE SIM card, and it's displayed at the top here. It's called EE, and that's the new 4G network here in the UK, and I'm looking forward to using that, and obviously I'll notice certainly an increase in speed when I'm using my mobile phone out and about using the new 4G network. Now, I was asked this question from a few people now regarding what does the new nano SIM card actually look like and how small is it. Well, let me just show you what it actually looks like and how small it is. Here's the SIM card, and that is absolutely tiny. It's on the tip of my finger there, and that is the nano SIM card for the iPhone 5. Really tiny, smaller than the actual micro SIM card that you'd get in the iPhone 4 and the 4S. This is tiny, and I don't actually think they can go any smaller than this, to be honest with you. This really is small. The audio has been improved as well with this. There's actually, I think, 2 or 3 microphones on here now, which actually does improve the actual voice quality for noise cancellation as well, you know, so it really does make a hell of a difference. Anyway, let's put the iPhone 5 down for a minute, because what I also want to now talk about is these. These are the new EarPods that Apple have introduced, completely redesigned from the ground up, and these are supposedly supposed to be a hell of a lot better than the previous headphones that come standard on all the other devices, the iPods and the previous versions of the iPhone. So what I want to do now is open them up, and we'll have a little look at them. Let's see what these look like now. Let's take this off, and I like the little case that they come in. I think this is really cool. Just untangle that. Okay, interesting. Wow, these are nice. I like these a lot. Really do like the design of these. These are really cool. And these have been specially designed. I mean, Apple invested a lot of time in designing these actual headphones to fit in your ears a lot better, because to be honest, I personally found with the standard headphones that Apple always supplied with, like the iPod Touch and the iPhones, they would never fit in my ears properly. They'd always fall out, and these should be a hell of a lot better. And I really do like the design of them. Really nice, as you can clearly see. Absolutely brilliant. Go further down, obviously you've got the standard controls here for if you're playing music on your actual iPhone. You've got the volume up and down here. You can control your music play and pause, or if you're in a call, you can control, like if you want to end a call, you can, I think you just press that button in the middle and it ends the call. So they're the new Apple EarPods. Let's put them to one side for now. Going back to the iPhone itself, and you know, that pretty much really wraps this iPhone review up, really. I mean, the actual design of this phone, I would say, is absolutely brilliant. I love the fact that it's now got the new 4-inch Retina display. Apps run so much quicker on this because obviously it's taking full advantages of the new A6 processor. You can come to expect games to work even better on here as well now, and the graphics will be a lot quicker. You've got the standard notifications as well within iOS 6. Yeah, iOS 6 is really awesome. iMessage as well is really cool. It works very similar to BlackBerry Messenger. and I really do like iOS 6. I think it's really good, and well worth the money investing in the iPhone 5. I mean, a lot of people would say, is it worth upgrading from the 4S? Is it that much different from the 4S? Well, I mean, I guess everyone's got their own personal preference regarding that question. I myself, like I said, I had the 4S. I mean, I was very pleased with the 4S, as I was with all other previous versions of the iPhone I've had. But I would say up to now, this has to be by far the best iPhone that Apple have brought out, purely because of firstly the thinness of it, the design of it. It's a lot lighter. The screen, more importantly, the screen is now bigger. The whole experience using this phone is brilliant. And for those of you that maybe are umming and ahhing regarding whether to actually upgrade your phone, if you've got a 4S, if you're trying to decide whether to upgrade to the iPhone 5, I would highly recommend you do so, because I think it's absolutely brilliant. And finally, in case you all thought I forgot about Siri, I certainly didn't. Siri has been improved drastically in iOS 6. Some new improvements have been made to Siri. You can do a few other things with Siri now, like getting football results and stuff like that. So let me just give you an example of that. What are the latest football results?
Here are the scores from Premier League for yesterday.
And as you can clearly see there, it shows the latest scores and results from the latest football, which is really awesome. And this is one of the newest features that's been included in Siri in iOS 6. Prior to that, you weren't able to be able to do things like this. Other improvements with Siri is the ability to actually open applications using Siri, and I'll give you an example of that right now. So if, say for argument's sake, we want to open Facebook, all I'd need to do is hold my finger on the home button, open Facebook, and as you can see, Facebook opens straight away. Open Safari, and that brings up Safari. And you can pretty much do this with any application that you've got installed on your iPhone. I think it's really neat. Like I said, these are all new features that's included in iOS 6, the new Siri features. Really awesome. Let's open up one more. Got to open up this app. Open YouTube. And there you go. That is Siri in iOS 6 on the iPhone 5. Anyway, thanks for watching this review video of the iPhone 5, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me comments down below, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please press that subscribe button up the top there. This has been my iPhone 5 review. Thank you very much for watching this, and until my next video, I will speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.